Hey everyone, this is a really exciting video because this is the first video for the University of Edinburgh Makeup and Special Effects Society, and that is one hell of a mouthful. It's a new society starting at Edinburgh University. We should be starting in September, I think. It's a society you're applying for, like, I don't know what it's called, official status right now. So, but they're starting up a YouTube channel, and this is their first video. They also have an Instagram and a Facebook page, which will all be linked down below. It was really sweet. I actually have my own channel, and the president of the society messaged me. She was like, "Do you want to make our first YouTube video?" And I was so happy. And this is the look that I came up with for this first video. It's like a Valentine's inspired thing, if that's what you're into, or maybe you just like it for every day, I don't know. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this new channel. My channel as well will be linked down below if you fancy checking that out. And yeah, just stay tuned if you want to see how to get this Valentine's inspired look. Okay, so my face is completely clean and I just moisturized, so I'm gonna prep my skin using MAC Strobe Cream. I'm going to use my favourite foundation, which is Revlon Colourstay. This is the one for combination oily skin, even though my skin's like totally dry, but it works totally fine for me. And I have mine in the shade 110 Ivory. I'm just going to bounce that all over my face using my kind of disgusting beauty blender. For concealer, I'm going to use Urban Decay Naked Creamy Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. I'm just going to dab that along there where I have like crazy purple bags. And I'm just going to blend that in using my ring finger. I'm just going to quickly set that using my Hourglass, what's this called, Ambient lighting powder in the shade Ethereal Light, using my Real Techniques setting brush. I'm just going to press that under the eyes to stop the concealer creasing. So I'm just going to set the rest of my face using that same powder and my Real Techniques powder brush. Now this step's completely optional, it's just what works for me because my nose gets really oily throughout the day and it like bursts through my foundation, which is kind of minging. So I'm going to use my MAC Prep and Prime translucent powder and just bake my nose. And if you don't know what that is, I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just dab that powder on my nose. And while I do my eyebrows, I'm just going to leave it there, and then I'll just brush it off afterwards, and then it like stops your face getting really oily. And you can use that technique on any part of your face. It's just for me, my nose is what gets oily. Okay, so I'm just going to go and do my eyebrows off camera because it takes me like 15 years to do my eyebrows, but then I will be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to brush away that powder. Okay, so for blush, I'm just going to use a NARS Orgasm blush with my Real Techniques blush brush. Blush. I absolutely love the colour of this blush, but it has like weird gold like reflex in it, so not everyone might like it, but I'm pretty obsessed with it, can't lie. For highlight, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter or illuminator in the shade Starlight. And for that, I'm just going to use that Real Techniques setting brush. So just top of the cheekbones. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it so much. I'm just going to put a little bit on like the sides of my forehead. I don't really know why I do this, but I just kind of do. And just on top lip too. And let's just put some on my nose. Why the heck not? Okay, so now that we're all nice and glowy and sorted out, I'm just gonna spray some MAC Fix Plus just because this sets the whole powders down and stops you getting as dry and like uncomfortable. Blech. Okay, so for my eyes, like my eyelids are still a tiny bit tacky, which can make blending your eyeshadow out a bit more difficult. So I'm just gonna go over my eyelids just using that same Hourglass powder that we used before, and just set them down a little bit. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm gonna take, this is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and if you get anything from this video, get this, because it's the best palette ever, and it's like the only palette you would ever need, because it's just wonderful. Anyway, I'm gonna take this color here, which is the shade Hazelnut, and I'll write all the brushes that I use down below because it can get a bit confusing. So I'm just gonna take that on a big fluffy blending brush, and just dip that in and then tap off the excess, because otherwise it's just gonna get all over your face, and you just worked really hard on your foundation, so you don't want that. So I'm just gonna take that and put it in my crease, which is like this dent here, like above the eye socket, and I'm just gonna swipe it back and forth like that in windscreen wiper motions. So I'm just gonna go back and forth and wiggle it around. So I'm just gonna keep going back in that color and just build it up. Nothing too intense, but like just so you can see that color. And if you have an eye shape like me, if I look straight ahead, you can't really see that crease area so much. So I like to just bring the color up just above where my crease is, just so you can see all the hard work that we're doing there. Okay, so now that we have that all like nice and blended out, I'm just gonna take this, like, it's just your average brown color. This is Semi Sweet from the Chocolate Bar palette on a slightly smaller blending brush. I'm just gonna stick that in the crease as well, but more concentrating it on the outer half of your eye. So just place it in there and wiggle it about a bit. And you can just go back in and add as much as you want, however dark you want it to be. I don't want it to be anything too crazy. So you can see I'm just going in circles on the outer half of my eye, and then slightly just dragging it in to the crease just a little bit. A good tip for like getting that good like transition and no harsh lines is like really tipping your head like all the way back, so that you can actually see the whole of your like eyelid situation. I'm just doing a really light hand, like not going like just like lightly blending it around. And now that we've put that kind of dark-ish brown colour back, I'm just going to go in with the blending brush we used initially and just go over it just a little bit, just to make sure that it's all like blended in together. Okay, so for the sparkle on the actual eyelid, I'm going to take the colour Champagne Truffle, which is this one here. It's like kind of white-ish pink with a little bit of gold in it. This might horrify you, but I'm just going to take it on my finger because I feel like it shows up a lot more that way. And just place it on your eyelid, just all over, up until the crease. And I'm just going to go back in with that smaller blender brush and just buff that colour in with the dark brown. Now if you didn't want to do winged liner, you could actually just go into your outer corner like there and just place an even darker brown, and that would just make your eyes look awesome. But there's really no point in me doing that because I'm going to go over it with liner now. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in again with my finger and Champagne Truffle, just because we lost a bit of that intensity when we were doing the blending. For the lower lash line, I'm just going to line my waterline using, this is the NYX, I can hardly read it because it's so dark, whatever it is, it's a brown eyeliner anyway, and I'll have it linked down below which one this one is. So I'm just going to line my waterline. And I'm just going to bring it down into the roots of the lashes as well. And I'm just going to blend that out using that brown colour we used before, that one there. Ah, you can't see it, that one. Just on the outer side of our eye. This is really tricky to film. Just like that. Hold on. There we go. I'm just going to blend that out still more using the Salted Caramel colour. Did I call that hazelnut before? I think I did. But it's the Salted Caramel one, the orange one we used earlier. And so I'm just going to take my pinky finger and the Champagne Truffle and just put it in my inner corner just so we look nice and awake. Okay, so for liquid eyeliner, I'm just going to use this NYX one. It's I think it's the vinyl, is that how you say it? Liquid liner, so it's quite a glossy finish, but it doesn't really matter, whatever eyeliner you have. Can you see it if I do that? I don't know. For mascara, I'm just going to use Benefit Roller Lash, which I can never say properly. This might seem a bit high maintenance, but I have a different mascara for my lower lashes. This is the NYX Le Mascara. Totally butchered that, didn't I? But I'll have it written down below anyway. And I just really like this mascara because it has a tiny ditty little wand, so you can actually really get in at your eyelashes. Okay, just to finish off, I'm going to take this shade, I'm going to take the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Prague. And this is just the most beautiful pinky colour, but you could probably use any lip colour with this eye look, it doesn't really matter. But this, I'm just absolutely obsessed with this stuff at the moment. So just to finish, I'm going to spray my face using the Urban Decay, what's this called? All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. And this, guys, is the finished look. I really hope you liked it. If you're interested in the Makeup and Special Effects Society, all information will be down below, including their Facebook page and their Instagram and everything else. It's a really awesome society and I'm so excited for it to be set up. It's annoying that I'm actually graduating in June, so I won't actually be a student anymore, but yeah, I'm gonna be there anyway, whether I'm meant to be or not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this new channel. Also, my channel will be linked down below, and that's some shameless self-promotion right there, but if you're interested, it will be there. So, and I will see you guys really soon. I don't know who'll be doing the next video, but there will be one soon. So bye guys.